Good morning. Today is Thursday, April 23rd, and we are going to start our circle time with a story, and then we are going to make Play-Doh numbers for numbers 1 through 15, and then we are going to look at another color photo activity card, and then we're going to end with a journal entry. So our story today is called Just Going to the Dentist. And raise your hand. Have you ever been to the dentist? I have. Were you a little scared the first time and a little nervous because you didn't know what was going to happen? If you look at the cover, do you think our friend here looks a little nervous and a little scared of the dentist? I think he does. Mom took me to the dentist. She said I needed a checkup. I didn't need a checkup. My teeth were just fine, but we went anyway. At the dentist office, we met the nurse. She gave us a great big smile. I think she was showing off her teeth. The dentist wasn't ready to see me, so we sat in the waiting room. Other kids were there too. One of the bigger kids had wires all over his teeth. Mom said they were braces. I thought they were neat. I hoped I would get braces. We had to wait a long time, but there were toys to play with and books to read. When it was my turn, the nurse came to get me. He said I had to see the dentist all by myself, but I didn't mind too much. We went into a really weird room. It looked like a spaceship. I sat in a funny chair. It was called a dentist chair. The nurse put a bib on me. Then the dentist came in. He looked inside my mouth with a little mirror on a stick. The pictures of my teeth were ready, so the dentist called in my mom and we all looked at the pictures of my teeth. The dentist said I had one cavity and that he could fix it right then. They put me back in the dentist chair. The dentist told me he was going to give me something so I wouldn't feel anything. I closed my eyes real tight and counted to 10. Before I knew it, the dentist said it was all over. I hardly felt anything. Yuck. Then my mouth went numb. It was weird. I couldn't feel my tongue. Then the dentist said he was going to drill a hole in my tooth and clean out my cavity. There was lots of noise in my mouth, but it didn't hurt. I think it may have missed a page or a page is missing, because that sounds like it's from another part of the story. When the dentist finished, he sent me out to my mom, and the nurse gave me a treat for free. You know, going to the dentist wasn't so bad. It just made me tired. The end. That was a good story. All right, next we are going to do Play-Doh numbers. So if you could find some Play-Doh or some clay, or if you don't have that, you can just practice writing. But I was trying to work on your fine motor skills because I know everybody struggles a little bit with making numbers with Play-Doh. So I picked out some blue Play-Doh. And remember, when we do our numbers, we don't need this whole thing. We just need to take off just a little bit for each number that we do. So the first number we are going to do is the number 1. And when you do the number 1, you're just going to go like this and make it like a snake. And just keep going. And then when you have your number 1, you can go ahead and hold it up or put it on your board or piece of paper like I do. And your number 1 should look just like this. Great job. All right, after number 1 is the number 2. So try your best to make your number 2, and then we'll look and compare yours to mine. And if you need help, you could also pause the video and go look for a sheet with numbers on it to help you copy if you have a little bit of trouble. Okay, and there's our number 2. Is that what your 2 look like? Very good. All right, next is number 3. So go ahead and make your number 3 the very best that you can. And there is a number 3. How did yours turn out? Did it turn out pretty well? Very good. Next is the number 4. Number 4 has a couple parts. So you can start off with your line just like this, just like a number 1. And then put on your next line, just like this. It looks like half of an H. And then add your last line, and there we have the number 4. Next is the number 5. So you guys go ahead and try to make the number 5 all by yourself. Okay, here is my number 5. How did everyone's turn out? I think that looks awesome. All right, next is number 6. So for your 6, you want to start out with your circle. And that's the easiest way. So this one also has multiple steps in it. And then after you make your circle, just add the little piece of hair at the very top, like we do when we're writing our number 6. Alrighty, and there is number 6. And after number 6 comes what number? Very good, it's the number 7. Alright, there is the number 7. Very good. After number 7 is the number 8. And remember, number 8 looks like a snowman with 2 circles. Alright, there is our number 8. And after number 8 is our number what? What comes after 8? You're right, it's the number 9. And there is our number 9. And what number comes after number 9? You're right, it's the number 10. And number 10 is a 1 and a 0. Ready? And there is number 10. And after 10 comes what number? Very good, the number 11. And you know how we can make this easier? Now that we are going into the teen numbers, all our teen numbers start with the number 1. So we can leave our number 1 alone, just like this. So now we just need to make another 1 next to it for the number 11. That makes things a lot easier. And there is our number 11. And after number 11 comes what number? You're right, it's the number 12. So again, we can leave our number 1 on our board, and we just need to make the number 2. And there is the number 12. 1, 2. Next is the number 13. And do you guys know what number 13 starts with? Correct. It starts with the number 1. So again, we do not need to take our number 1 off. We just need to add a number 3 to make 13. And there is the number 13. 1, 3. And after 13 comes what number? Awesome. It is the number 14. And can we leave our number 1 again? Yep, because we're still in the teen numbers. So all you need to do is make the number 4. And there is the number 14. And after 14 comes what? We're going to backtrack a little bit and count 12, 13, 14, and then what? 15. Good job. So we'll leave our 1 again, but we'll add a number 5 next to it. And there is our number 15. You guys did a great job. And that wraps up our numbers with Play-Doh. So you guys can go ahead and take your Play-Doh and put it back into the ball just like we do at school so we don't get crumbs all over the place. And then my Play-Doh goes back into the bag. And next we are going to look at our photo activity card. And this week we are learning about different colors. So we have learned about the color blue, and we learned about the color red, and we learned about, what was our other color? I can't remember. Red, blue, and Green. Today, we are going to learn about the color purple. And there's another word that you can use to say the color purple, and that is called lavender. Lavender is also another shade of purple. If we look at this picture of the girls, what are the girls doing in this picture? They're doing something that you guys also love to do. What is that? They are playing dress up, probably in their dramatic play kitchen area. And what color are their dress up clothes? Let's look at this girl right here first. Her dress has pink and white on it. And then what about this girl? You're right. She has purple on, which is our color of the day. What are your favorite clothes to put on during dramatic play dress up time? We have a bunch. You could be a chef, or you could be a vet, or a knight, or a construction worker, or a nurse. There are so many choices. Do you guys have a favorite one that you like to be? I think that's a very good dress up idea. Do you think that maybe these girls are sisters? Or do you think that they are friends at school? Either answer could be right. It kind of looks like they're at a school, but maybe they just have a cool dress up and kitchen set at home. Do you have any purple clothes? Do you have a purple shirt, or purple shoes, or purple pants, or purple socks? You do? Is it your favorite color, or do you have another favorite color? That's so cool. Now let's count how many purple things we see in this picture. Let's see. We see purple shoes right here. And we see a purple dress, part of a dress down here at the bottom. And then we see the girl's purple dress. And we see, it looks like a wand in her hand right here, a purple wand. And then she has a purple feather scarf around her neck. And I think that's all the purple things. Can you guys see any more? I couldn't find any more. I think that's it. Now we are going to learn a poem. The poem is called The Purple Cow. Are cows really purple? No, cows are black and white. That would be silly if you saw a purple cow. Our poem says, I never saw a purple cow. I never hoped to see one. But I can tell you anyhow, I'd rather see than be one. Would you guys rather see a purple cow, or would you rather be a purple cow? I think I would rather see a purple cow than be one, because cows are so big and I wouldn't want to be purple. That would be kind of crazy, right? So good job on learning all about the color purple and doing this activity with me. Now, before we end our circle time, your journal today. What did we learn about in our story? Where did our friend go? He went to go visit somebody. Do you guys remember who he visited? Very good. He visited the dentist to get his teeth cleaned, and he also got a cavity. So on your piece of paper today, you are going to write at the dentist. And then for your picture, you're just going to draw a picture of you at the dentist. And remember, when you're doing your journals, to make sure that you have finger spaces. So I wrote this a little bit too big, so I can't show you all the finger spaces. But there's a finger space right here. And then there'll be another one right here when you get to the letter D. So this says, at the dentist. Actually, I'm going to make it smaller so it's easier for you guys to write and have your finger spaces. Alright, here we go. This looks a little better. So we have at the dentist, and there's a finger space here and a finger space here. So you need 2 finger spaces. And after you have done your writing, always draw your picture. So make sure that you draw a picture of you at the dentist. And I would love to see these pictures when we get back to school to add to your journals. So that concludes our circle time for today. I hope everyone has a great day, and I will see everyone tomorrow morning.